Good morning, everybody. I remain Osachukwu of Timothy. In this video, this is the third phase of proofs of law of logarithm. In this one, I'll be proving from number 11 to number 15, and I'll try as much as possible to be as clear as possible. So, I start. So number one, the log of b, nth root of what x is equals to what 1 over n log of b x. Now, say from what we already know, n root of x is equals to x root of 1 over n. We can remember that the root of x is equals to what? X root of 1 over 2. The cube root of x is equals to what? X root of 1 over 3. So therefore, the nth root of x is equals to what? N root of 1 over n. So now, the next thing again, the last video I uploaded, proof number 10 says the log to the base b of what x to the power m is equal to what? M log to the base b of what? X. So now we're going to use this. So now we say log to the base b of what? Nth root of what? X is equal to what? Having done this, is equal to log to the base b of x to the 1 over what? N. Now from this proof, it is clear to see that this is equal to what? 1 over n log to the base b of what? X. It is very clear to see. So we can call this method 1. I'm going to prove it using another method. I'll say method 2. I'll say let log b nth root of x equal to what? Z. That will give me that my b raised to the power z is equal to what? N root of what? X. And I'll say again, let log to the base b of x equal to what? U. That will give me that my my b raised to the power u is equals to what? My b raised to the power u is equals to x. So now, I'll say again, this is b raised to the power z is equals to what? X to the power 1 over what? N. So from here now, I'm going to substitute this in this. I'll not say b raised to the power z is equals to what? Now this is what? B raised to the power u. B raised to the power u, then 1 over n. 1 over n. So now, we continue. Since they have the same base, I can equate the power z is equals to what? 1 over n u. And what is my z? My z is what? Log to the base b n root what? X. And what is my 1 over n? What is my u? My u is what? My u is log to the base b of x. So now, yes. So having done that, we see that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side from these proofs. So we'll go back to the next one, which is number 12. Actually, there's another method, but if there's still chance, I'll show us the method. Number 12 says the log to the base b n y is equals to 1 over what? N log to the base b y. So I'll now start my proof by saying let log b and y equal to what? Z, so that I will now have my b raised to the power n raised to the power z is equals to what? Y. So that I will now have my I want to work with only b raised to the power z. I want to eliminate this n. So now I have my b raised to the power nz to be equals to what? Y. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to take the nth root of what? The both sides. So that I'm not going to change anything. I'll now say that b raised to the power nz is equals to what? Y 1 over n. Now the next thing I'm going to do now is it will give me b raised to the power z is equals to what? Y raised to the power 1 over n. I'll now take the common base b of the log of both sides. Now that will give me that log to the base b z is equals to what? Y 1 over what? N. Remember, log to the base b is what? 1. This is the log b, b is equals to what? Log b y 1 over what? N. So now that is going to give me that z is equals to what? 1 over what? N. Be 1 over n log b y. So what is my z? My z is log base b n y to be equal to what? 1 over n log base b y. So now I've succeeded to show you that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side, and with vivid reasoning. Is it reasoning? No. Explanation. So now we go back to number 13. Number 13 says log to the base b raised to the power n y to the power n is equal to what? Log to the base b y. And now first of all say let log b n y raised to the power n equals to what? Z. So therefore my b raised to the power n raised to the power z now is equal to what? Y raised to the power n. Next thing I'm going to do now is okay, this implies that my b n z is equal to what? Y n. I want to work with b raised to the power z. I'm going to eliminate that n. So therefore I'm going to take the nth root of both sides. B raised to the power n z, the nth root is equal to what? Y raised to the power n, the nth root. So now what is it going to give me? This n will take care of this one will take care of this one. I'll not have that my b raised to the power z is now equal to what? Y. Now I take the common base to the b of both sides. So that is the log to the b of b raised to the power z is equal to what? Log to the b of y. Now that is going to give me that my z log to the base b is equal to what? Log to the b y. This is going to give me 1. So z is equal to what? Log to the b y. What is my z? My z is log to the b n y. N is equal to what? Log to the b y. So now this is another one. There's still another step, but that might come in my next video, or when I finish, if there's still time, I put the step down. So the next one, I go over to 14. Go back to 14. 14 says that log to the base by multiplied by log to the y b is equals to 1. Now it gives a condition if b not equal to 1, y not equal to 1, then b and y all greater than 0. That is they are positive, but b and y are not equal to 1 because of some reasons. So now I'll now start by saying let log by equal to what? Equal to z, so that my b raised to the power z is equal to what? Y. I'll now say log to the y b raised to the power z is equal to log to the y of what? Y. So now here I'm going to get that log. Here I'm going to get that z log to the y of b is equal to what? 1. It's equal to 1. So now this will now give me that z is equal to what? 1 over log to the y of b. I'll call this 1. Now the next one is let log to the y of b is equal to what? U. And I'm saying, and this will give me that y raised to the power u is equal to what? Y raised to the power u is equal to b. Now, and I'm saying log to the b y u is equal to log to the b. Of course, this is going to give me 1. Then I will now have that my u log to the b y is equal to what? 1. So now that is going to give me that u is equal to 1 over what? Log to the b y. Now this is going to give me that log to the b y is equal to what? 1 over u. I'll call this 2. So now, from here, from the question, it says log to the b y. What is my log to the by? My log to the by is what? Log to the base b of y is equal to z, and my z is equal to this. So I can now say now, since log to the by is z and my z is this, I'll now say that z is equals to 1 over log to the y of b, which is equals to log to the b of what? Y, multiplied by what? Log to the y of what? B. This is going to give me this 1 over log to the b to the y of b, multiplied by what? Log to the y of b. Automatically it is going to give me what? Log to the y of b all over log to the y it's going to give me log to the y of b divided by log to the y of what? B, which is going to give me 1. That is one part. Then the next one is well, from there now you can remember that your u is something here, so you can just be manipulating anything to, you must just be manipulating to get 1. So from here now you can see that this multiplied by this, when b and y is not equal to 1 but greater than 0, is more, it must be equal to what? 1. There are other ways of doing them, sure, but that will come later. So now number 15 says the log base b of y is equals to log a y over what? Log a b. Log a y log a b. So now the first thing I will do now is what? I'll say let log base b y equal to what? Equal to z. And I'll say b raised to the power z is equal to what? Y. What am I going to do now? I'm going to take a common base. I'm going to take a common base to the base a. I'm going to take base a of both sides. And I'll say log to the base a b raised to the power z is equal to what? Log to the base a of what? Y. Now this will now give me z log to the base a of b is equal to what? Log to the base a of what? Y. So now I want z to stand alone. I'll make it the subject of formula by saying z now is equal to log to the base a of y all over what? Log to the base a of b. And what is my z? My z is now what? Log to the y, log to the base b of what? Y, to be equal to what? Log to the base a of what? Y over log to the base a of b. So now this I've started to show these 5 proofs of law of logarithm. In my next video I'll try and do the method 2 and some examples also. I remember to subscribe, Timothy. Please do like, subscribe, and if there's any correction or anything you want, I would like to see them in the comment box below. Thank you and do have a nice day.